How's it going, guys? I'm Chase Lee reporting for WeLiveEntertainment.com on the We Live Film section. I'm covering South by Southwest, so I'm bringing some movie reviews, flying at you guys for high speed and slow speed because I'm a big dude. And so I'm here to review another one, and that would be Midnight Special. And I was really looking forward to this movie. It's written and directed by Jeff Nichols, who did Mud and Take Shelter. And he also did Shotgun Stories, which I haven't seen, but I've seen Take Shelter and Mud, and those are excellent films. Love them to death. So there's a lot of hype going into this one. How did this one fare out? It's fine. Like that's the best way I could describe it with, without not tearing it apart too much. Let's get real and break this down. Jeff Nichols, I still love you, buddy, but this one I didn't feel it. Let's start with the writing and the directing. Now, the story is actually really cool. It's the son who has superpowers, and the FBI is following them, and he's running off with his dad, and his dad's trying to get him out of here and stuff. So we don't really know much about it. The movie kind of, it plays along and it kind of unfolds, and we understand these characters and what they're doing and stuff. But for the most part, the movie's kind of kept as a mystery, and the story's fine. It's inventive. It kind of grounds like superheroes and like aliens and kind of realistic, and kind of like in a realistic manner and stuff. So I really do appreciate that. But the way the movie ends is kind of like, okay. Like it wasn't like that powerful of a climax, and it didn't feel like special or anything. It just felt like, a very typical ending, which is not what Jeff Nichols does. He does very different movies. I don't know. Maybe I had too much hype going to this, but I felt a little disappointed by the ending and the climax and just the overall, kind of like backstory of the kid and stuff. And it's just, I don't know what I was expecting, but I mean, it's a fine movie, but it's nothing special up to like Jeff Nichols standards. So in terms of that, as the writing, I just think the climax of the whole story, which is the whole journey leading up to this, it's kind of disappointing a little bit. And I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. But directing-wise, Jeff Nichols does get really good performances out of Joel Edgerton and Kirsten Dunst and Adam Driver, who's always great, and then of course Michael Shannon, my boy Shan Man. This is his fourth time working with Jeff Nichols, and they're all good. And the kid's good too. It's just the story doesn't really support their performances. It's kind of like a mediocre story with great performances type of deal. But the performances outside of those, the main people are fine. And, they service the story and everything. But, yeah, it's just, it's kind of like it's fine. I know I keep saying that, but it's just that's how I feel. I feel a little disappointed because maybe I put my expectations so damn high for this movie. Cinematography-wise, there's some really good shots in this. It's a really well-shot movie. Jeff Nichols is not a lazy director when it comes to having a visual eye as well as getting a good performance out of the actors. His cinematography is great in all of his movies. It's just shot very well. There's a few scenes that you're kind of in awe. You're just like, yeah, there's some good tracking shots, or some good dolly shots, or it's a really good wide shot, or I love the way how you kind of pushed in on that and slowly like brought us into this atmosphere. So I mean, his cinematography is never bad, so that's not the problem. It's just it goes down to the story. Editing wise, it's about an hour and 40. Since the whole movie is just them running from the FBI and like other people, it can seem a little bit repetitive, so it can kind of drag in the editing department and kind of like the overall kind of pace for the film. But overall, the mystery and the intrigue behind the whole story, it does keep your interest to the end, even though it just kind of slows down in the middle, just because, like I said, it's repetitive. They go to one building, they're getting chased. Oh, we got to go to another place to hide out, and then change it up again. So, and then special effects wise, the special effects are good. It's just, it's kind of a meh ending. It's kind of like, okay. That's where the special effects are carried out the most, but the special effects look cool for that type of movie. I was just a little underwhelmed by the ending. So overall, guys, is this like the best Jeff Nichols movie? No, it is not. I just felt like the story it didn't really try anything new. It was very basic, but I do appreciate the creativity that was involved with it in it, grounding it in realism and stuff. I do like that a lot. It's just, I don't know. I probably put my expectations too high, and I was just a little disappointed by the ending and just a little bit underwhelmed by it. But I I couldn't put it in the B's. I know it's really weird for me to say, but I couldn't give it anything below a C, so I'm gonna go in the middle. I'm gonna give Midnight Special a C plus. It's a little bit above average, but other than that, it's fine. It's a fine movie that if you want to check out, I still would recommend it. I felt disappointed by the whole thing, but hey, that's just me. I like Jeff Nichols. I love you, buddy. I can't wait to see your next project. But for me personally, out of your whole slate, this is just it's down at the bottom for me, unfortunately. So that is my review of Midnight Special. What do you guys think? Are you excited to see Midnight Special? All that stuff. Comment on place for my face and tell me that I'm wrong. Please tell me that I'm wrong. I want someone to love this movie so much to yell at me, because I would love to know your thought process on the movie as well. So that is it for this movie review, guys. I'm Chase Lee, reporting for WeLiveEntertainment.com, the We Live Film section, and this is my coverage of the South by Southwest Film Festival. You know, reviewing the movies that I saw over the course of the weekend. So tune in next time for whatever I review next. I got some more coming at you guys. See you guys later.